players in the country out tonight. We don't know why. We asked their sports information, and they had nothing for us. So not here on traveling tonight.
Mum is the word, exactly. Cole Kaczynski will lead it off for the Bruins. Set number 1, and we are underway. Good serve, and that drops in there. Ricky, this is what separates the good teams from the great teams. You see it right there on that serve.
Not something Coach Ring wanted to see on the very first play. It was a great serve, cross court right on the line there. You see now Ryan Lou stepped way over to get that ball, opening up a gap.
Cole Kaczynski starts it off with an ace for the Bruins and a whistle, and let's see.
That's one way to stop him.
Not sure what the whistle was for.
I think the down ref is asking something in the rotation.
Wasn't paying. Okay. Well, it's 1-0 already. Our first delay beats the fire alarm that went off on Wednesday night, Ricky.
And we thought it was going off twice once during the match too. That was terrible.
Exactly. Some more fans file into Remac Arena. This is tough for the players. They get the match underway, and then a start as you see the grins over on the Bruins sidelines. And you talk about this, Ricky. You'll see UCLA send some serves out of play, send some serves into the net. They go big, and they're looking for aces like that.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of missed serves. Some nights 20 to 25 missed serves, but they get at least probably 10, 15 aces, and sometimes when they're not missing those serves, look out.
One of the keys to the match, not to fall behind early if you're the Tritons. Oh, the official scores table went down. Don't need that. Well, someone forgot to press it on.
That's not going to help us with the stats, is it?
That's right. It's 1-0.
We can remember that one.
That's right. We know what it is right now. It's the pleasure of live sports here. Looks like everyone's grinning and back or something. We should be underway here shortly again.
The band's happy. The band's happy.
The band's happy. They're playing. Referee looks ready, and we will be back underway. I assume still 1-0, and it is Cole Kaczynski back. Takes a deep breath, sends it up, sends it over on the Tritons, but not before it runs into the net. Right on cue, 1-1. It's a long timeout.
That was like a 3-minute timeout to ice the server.
Yeah, Kaczynski saying, I was serving well. And Connor Walbrecht back to serve.
Somebody pulled the plug.
Exactly. First touch of the ball for the Tritons. Sends it on over. UCLA will come work right to left. May have been going out. Lou keeps it in. Walbrecht over to Wyatt Harrison. Dug out by the Bruins. Where will they go? Far side coming in. Big block. Kept alive. This time near side. Leaning back. Walbrecht gets a hand. Harrison now from the back. Out of play. Kyle McCauley.
McCauley looking for some hands there with that backcourt swing. A little out of system. Saw a pretty good rally and defense on both sides and hitting a high flat ball. You got to go for that against this big block.
Entertaining volleyball to start it out. 2-1 Bruins lead. Serve up and over. Lou with it right near the net. Walbrecht has to avoid. Great dig. Great second. Sent over by the Bruins. Lou with it. Walbrecht, where will he go? Near side coming in. Harrison dug out from the back. Bruins right in front. Poked off, diving around. McCauley sends it back. Shane Bennett just sends it down and finds a place. He gets the point.
Great heads-up play by Shane Bennett there. Didn't have an approach. Probably wanted to back up to be able to hit that ball, but just going up and tapping it right into what we call the donut of the court where everybody is playing around that spot.
Already seeing some long rallies here, Ricky. Wyatt Harrison, big serve, and gets an ace. Really cranked that one.
Nice serve by Wyatt, a legit, as hard as he could serve, barely over the net, right in the seam. Perfect ball.
For the Tritons to have success, Ricky, they're going to have to get some good serves, and Wyatt Harrison, one of the best on the team. Another big serve, this time dealt with by the Bruins, coming from the back. Lou retreats, gets there. Walbrecht over to McCauley, and Kyle McCauley gives the Tritons a 4-2 lead.
McCauley has been the money for the Tritons, on the outside, taking all the swings at those high balls and putting them down against another big block for the Bruins.
4-2 Tritons lead here early in the first set. Harrison sends it high and sends it out of play.
See Harrison really going for it, though. He's not letting up at all. That one just a little bit deep. Like to see that.
Matt Youngren, Escondido, California. Went to Mount Carmel High School here in San Diego. Sends it up. Sends it over, Lou. Walbrecht coming in. Big block. Shannon kept alive. They'll go far side to McCauley, and Kyle McCauley right on cue, Ricky.
McCauley again getting the point. You saw the back set first to Shannon, where the Tritons are really trying to get that right side more involved. He hasn't had a lot of kills this season so far, so they really want to get that right side flowing a little bit.
Shane Bennett's back to serve. He's got the floating jump and sends it over. Bruins dive down and get there. Walbrecht sends it up. Now Harrison sends it over to McCauley. Kyle McCauley now looking at each other, the Bruins. Now they'll send it on over. Harrison unable to keep it alive. I'm not sure if it was good defense or if it just found a head. Either way, ball stays up for the Bruins.
Wow, great defensive play by the libero Pender on the Bruins side. Straight up, and then that's that high ball for the left-handed 6 foot 10 inch left-handed setter. You got to love that in the front row.
Big serve right there. Harrison to Walbrecht right in front and put right down. Logan Clark. Seen that often from the Tritons this season, going to Logan Clark right in the front.
Yeah, and another thing the Tritons want to get established early is a middle set that they're going to keep them off the outsides.
Colin Shannon back to serve. 6'7" junior sends that, almost to John Spraw. Got to be alert.
Well, you can try to take out the coach also. That's a strategy.
Right. It's early, get him off. Yeah. 6'5", Tritons lead. Alex Knight, the freshman from Santa Monica, one of the many freshmen on this team, Ricky.
High school freshman of the year.
Sends it up, gets it over. Harrison with it. Walbrecht. Colin Shannon comes flying in, sends it down.
There's that D set in the right side. They're just going to open everything up for their outsides, which have been their primary hitters so far this year.
No blocker there. Cauley back to serve now. He's got a pretty good serve. You see it right there. Sent on over far side, coming on in. Pretty pass to set that up.
That was a nice bump set and a high hit over the block by Kuczynski there. Another freshman with a lot of range on the right side.
Redshirt freshman Daniel Matheny now back to serve. Harrison has to deal with it. Logan Clark places it down. Now Bruins come back with it. Poked over, Lou. Walbrecht, he'll go to Wyatt Harrison, who comes in. A couple blockers there. Lou digs it. Now they'll go far side to Shannon. Couple Bruins there now. Poked over, Shannon. Long rally here. Walbrecht over to Wyatt Harrison. Excellent job by the Bruins on defense, but that's going to go out of play. Point for UC San Diego.
Great hustle by the Tritons and good swings on the outside again, keeping the ball, keeping the pressure on the Bruins and making them make plays. And you see just a bad decision on a back set there. Really no one to set outside because Matuatia was in the middle helping on that triple block.
Clark floating serve over. Bruins coming back with it. Far side, put down easy right there.
Kuczynski's got a heavy arm and a good jump. 6'8" freshman from Canada. Another freshman starting for the Bruins.
This is a Bruins team that, like you talked about, retooled, Ricky. Lost some key players, but they, in classic UCLA fashion, just load right back up. That serve tried to do the same thing he did to start the match. Out of play, 9-7, UC San Diego. Let's see what he was trying to do. Cross court. Connor Walbrecht back to serve. We've seen him crank some serves out this season. Goes big there, touches the tape. Now coming from the back, Walbrecht there. Bruin hits the floor. Now Harrison comes back with it. Sent high into the sky, coming from the back, out of play. Any touch? No touch. Tritons point, 10-7.
You're seeing the Bruins just a little bit off. Those big sets just not quite put in the perfect spot set-wise and timing-wise for the back row. Just a little bit off, having his tip and a hit out now.
Walbrecht sends it high in the sky. Down the line, good serve. Coming back right with it. Poked over. Walbrecht with the lefty. Now Wyatt Harrison with an opportunity. Wyatt Harrison with his first kill? I think it might be first or second, Ricky. Either way, that'll get a timeout taken over on the Bruins sidelines. Triton's coming out strong. Welcome back inside Remac Arena. Tritons lead 11-7 here in the first set. Ricky, this is a Tritons team that, though they've struggled getting results against UCLA, we were talking before the match, they always play the Bruins well, whether it's up at Pauley or whether it's down here at Remac. Yeah,
and like I said, Kevin gets his teams ready for all the matches, and they've played a lot of teams well, and then they've gotten, like, it's run away from them. But I think this year's team is a lot different for Coach Ring. He's got some outside hitters that keep him in the match.
Walbrecht gets it back underway. A lot of power. Too far out of play.
We were talking about that. The Tritons are really going for their serve. Are they going to be able to keep that up all night and keep the pressure on the Bruins?
We've seen this. Some good Tritons teams. Some Tritons teams play good sets, but keeping it all match long has been a difficulty. Kyle McCauley comes in. Any touch? No touch. Out of play. Out of that timeout. Back-to-back points for the Bruins. Makes it 11-9. Tritons lead.
It's unfortunate because that's been a good play for the Tritons, that big set to McCauley. And you saw a perfect pass by Ryan Liu there on the tough jump serve.
High toss in the air.
Ooh.
Good serve, good ace. Just like that. 1 point lead for the Tritons.
Matauti is one of their best servers, and you saw that right there, just a little bit off into the seam. The first one was right at Ryan Liu. That one in the seam got shanked out of bounds.
Senior from Hawaii sends it up. McCauley just sends it in the sky coming in. That never got over the net. Just like this, tied here in the first set. Like we said, Ricky, you got to stay focused for the whole set. And right now, Bruins putting on a little run.
Another unfortunate because McCauley passed that ball perfectly. It was like a dig, but it was perfect. And then just an error hitting-wise for the Tritons.
Harrison with it. Walbrecht now right on back to Wyatt Harrison. Dug out from the back. Bruins retreat. They'll go near side. Ooh, the Tritons bench upset. Either way, they'll get the point.
Good thing that was hit out of bounds or the crowd would have gone crazy on that one. Quite a bit of spin on that set.
And usually you can tell something's a wire when you hear the whole bench or in the whole crowd go, ooh. Harrison serve into the net. Even at 12.
Again, you can see the game plan, though. The Tritons are going to go for their serves. I mean, you have to do that against this team, get them off the net, and we've seen some misconnects from the middle because of that.
Lou with it. Connor Walbrecht. Kyle McCauley. Kyle McCauley. Third kill of the match.
McCauley can tool any block. 6'10" right there, and he really does a nice job hanging. What good one-on-one set. Saw that block, not really formed well. It was pretty far off the net there.
Bennett's back to serve, leading by one. That float serve dug out. Bruins coming on in. Played off the head of Colin Shannon. And Ricky, that's like you said, Shane Bennett's floating serve. Bruins can deal with that all day.
Yeah, that's not going to do a whole lot. They're going to pass that ball perfect. One-on-one set outside. You see the nice hops by Knight there. He hits some high balls and sprays them around all over the place.
Jensen back to serve. The lefty sends it over. Now Harrison sends it to Walbrecht. Cross court. McCauley dug out. Lou will reset it for the Tritons right in front. Bruins deal with it. Now come up. Logan Clark sends it into the sky. Now Wyatt Harrison comes in. And it'll be a Tritons point.
Looked like we had a net called by the up ref, Patsy Malta. Bruins are looking around like who? Yeah, you can see that net shaking. Somebody hit it.
Not a whole lot of argument over on the Bruins sidelines either way. Tritons now lead 14-13. Shannon, big serve up and over. That'll go right to the Triton side. Connor Walbrecht drops it in the back of the court. That serve sets it up. Connor Walbrecht showing his emotion.
Wow, that was a great serve by Colin Shannon there in the overpass, and he just hit the line. That's a scary one, hitting it off your wrist there.
15-13. Shannon sends it up. Another good serve, dealt with by the Bruins. Coming in front, Shannon unable to get there and dig it out, 15-14.
Saw that another tough serve, but Cole Pender making the perfect pass. You see the difference of either team. If you get those passes there, the game is easy. That's why the whole thing is serving tough and getting people out of the system.
Alex Knight back to serve for the Bruins. Out of play.
You also see on the Bruins side, all of them, I think, top spin jump serve and go for those hard serves. You don't see the float serves.
McCauley, who's got a strong serve, touches the net. Bruins retreat. Now coming from the back, Lou. McCauley calls everyone off, sends it to Wyatt Harrison, who comes in, blocked but reset. Now they'll go to Shannon, has to lean back, does an excellent job and gets the kill, Colin Shannon.
That's what Coach Ring wants, that right side scoring some points for them tonight. That could open things up for the middle and outsides as well, and we saw it all started out with a good serve again by McCauley.
So we get a little later in this first set. Tritons lead by 3. That serve not dealt with. Wyatt Harrison puts it down off of that serve. Tritons lead by 4, and just like when they led by 4 earlier in the set, John Sprawl will call a timeout. Well, it worked the first time to stop the run, but Ricky getting a little later here in the first set. 18-14. As we're here, Ricky, it's Flashback Friday inside REMAC Arena, so they've been showing pictures all day and of players and coaches as well. We wanted to bring back a little flashback. Who are these guys here?
I don't know that guy in the middle. Steve Timmons is on the left side of the picture, and Bob Stavertlik on the closets, actually.
Oh, is that right? In a special place or just?
It's in the original box that it was in, but it's just sitting up there with some other junk.
That's right.
I shouldn't say junk. No, it's just with other stuff.
Fantastic. 1988 gold medalist. Kyle McCauley gets it underway. Out of that timeout, 18-14 Tritons lead. Bruins coming on in. Putting that one down. Ricky, we talk about it. It's a game of momentum. Tritons got a 4-point lead earlier. Timeout evened it back up. Timeout here. Now they start creeping back.
And this is the time you just really need a side out, get a good one right here. And, I mean, the momentum is all on their side still.
Athene serve up and over. Lou has to dig it out, struggles with it. McCauley does a good job. Wyatt Harrison has to lean back, send it over. Bruins back with it. Near side coming in. That set wasn't really there. Walbrecht sends it to Harrison, one of the many long rallies here tonight. Bruins back, far side, blocked, kept alive, put down. 18-16.
Unfortunate on the Triton side again. You saw that 3 times that they could have got the ball back in system and made a play, and all they got out of it was a high ball and not actually a very good set even on those high balls. You got to take advantage of those scoring opportunities.
Athene sends it over. Ryan Liu, Connor Walbrecht coming from the back. Kyle McCauley stops that run, gives the Tritons a 19-16 lead. And Ricky, that feels almost like a bigger point there to stop that run.
That is a huge side out there by McCauley from the back row, and we talked about how that's taking some of the pressure off of Wyatt Harrison outside. Usually that ball was going out to him every time. Now you've got the Bick in the back row to make it a little more pressure.
Berkeley Miesfeld checks in. He's got that lefty serve. Now near side put over. Walbrecht sends it. Let's see. McCauley gets there. Harrison just sends it back to the UCLA side. Now coming in, put it right down.
Bruins are always known for running a lot of middle and getting those middles in those transition plays. That was a free ball. They'll run it all day long and just keep those things coming at you.
Cole Kaczynski back to serve. Started out the first set here with an ace. Sends it high, sends it into the net. 2017 Tritons lead. Connor Walbrecht back to serve. Tritons haven't taken a timeout. Bruins have taken 2 so far in this first set. Walbrecht, high serve, floating up there. Now coming back down the line. Ryan Liu unable to deal with it.
Kaczynski with a nice turn down the line on the D set there. You saw that first serve again, just too easy for them, passing the ball perfectly. It looked like Walbrecht had to take something off on his toss.
20-18 here in the first set. Tritons lead by 2. Big serve dug out by Liu. Walbrecht right in front. Shannon keeps it alive. Walbrecht right back to Shane Bennett. Once more kept alive. Walbrecht right near the net. That block out of play. Excellent job just to stay in that point and get it.
Fantastic play by Wyatt Harrison there. That ball was right on the net against a big block. All he could do was tap it and wiped it off the block and out of bounds for the point.
Saw a little grin from Harrison when he did that. Wyatt Harrison now with the serve. Bruins coming back with it from the back, down the line, any touch. No touch, 22-18. Tritons 3 points away from taking this first set. Wyatt Harrison from the back sends it up into the net.
Full swing there by Wyatt Harrison. I like it. I like him going for that ball.
Couple substitutions over for the Bruins. Sam Berge now checks in to serve.
Berge had a live arm in warm-up. Saw him bouncing some balls.
Redshirt freshman from Laguna Beach. Berge sends it up. Walbrecht, far side, Shannon, Colin Shannon with the kill.
Colin Shannon has come up big tonight so far. 5 kills for him, the kill leader for the Tritons. Talked about it early that they needed production from him on the right side, and he's given it.
Now Bryce Curtis. The junior checks in to serve. Big moment in this match. The number 3 team in the country trailing by 4 here in the first set on the road inside REMAC Arena. Curtis takes his time now, sends it up. Gets his serve over, that's near the net. Placed down, drops in the back corner. Well placed. See if we get a challenge over on the Triton sideline. Yeah, dropped on the line. Well placed.
Jensen has a nice serve with that lefty too. He comes cross court. Usually you see the setters serving from the opposite side of the court over there on the right, but that lefty serve of his, tough to area 5.
Freshman from Denmark sends it up. Big serve there. That'll go right back to the Bruins coming in. Lou digs it out. I think somebody got into the net for the Tritons. Yeah, I think Logan Clark, 23-21.
All started with that jump serve. We saw another just a lot of pace on it, 80 miles an hour plus, and an overpass, and just nothing you can do. Trying to block it going into the net.
First timeout taken by the Tritons, 23-21. I mean, this is obvious, Ricky, but this is a big moment in the match here in the first set.
Yeah, but the Tritons have to be feeling good right now. I mean, obviously you're up 2 points. You get a side out, you're going to be going for the game, you know? And so all you need is one side out, and the things will be changing for sure. The smiles will be back.
You feel like this is a much bigger set to the Tritons if they want to pull off the upset to win this. They've pretty much dominated this first set. They've led throughout. They've been there. They've kept the Bruins at bay. You know they're going to play better. You know this Bruins team is talented. You're leading by 2. You're trying to finish it out.
Yeah, this is a set you do not want to lose if you're on the Triton side, because you're playing your best right now. You have the number 3 team in the country down. If they come back and win this one, well, you know, how are you going to come back after that? So I think this is huge for the Tritons.
I was looking at the Bruins' last match at Princeton, which they won in 5 sets. I believe it was the 3rd set. They lost 35-33. A long, long 3rd set.
And they had lost the first, or they had won the first 2 sets in that one. So again, maybe this would be a little bit more advantageous for the Tritons to win the first set tonight.
Both teams out of their huddles. And it'll be Jensen back to serve. 23-21. Triton's lead here in the first set. Toss up by the lefty.
Wow.
Great serve put down. Excellent job by the Tritons just to get a hand to it. They'll reset. Bruins come in. Big block by Colin Shannon gives the Tritons a set point. How about that?
Wow, first of all, just to get that ball back over the net on the serve.
Make a substitution, and now Sam Coburn will check into the match. How about this for pressure? Set point, check in and serve. Coburn, soft serve over. Harrison, Walbrecht, Kyle McCauley blocked out of play. Tritons take the first set, 25-22.
McCauley just casual as can be. I was going to tool him. I knew that shot going in. We know that. You know, we've already played a 5-set match. We're going to come back and win this one.
Yeah, John Sproul, obviously a veteran in the game. Not one to let his emotions hide. You know, if you make a bad play, I was looking over, he'll let you know.
Yeah, he'll call you out in front of everybody in that timeout too. So you're on notice if he's yelling at you.
Team switch sides. Tritons now work from right to left. Again, a great crowd on hand here inside REMAC Arena. Watching the number 3 team in the country take on the UC San Diego Tritons. And this is the final home match of this 4-game home stand for the Tritons. Tritons now go on the road for the next 4 at Grand Canyon, Linwood, Quincy, McKendree. And they'll be back here January 28th against Princeton, who is the team that the Bruins just defeated in 5.
It'll be interesting to see if Matheny gets on track here, number 15, who's in for Jimma.
Connor Walbrecht gets the second set underway. Bruins now will come in, working from the back. McCauley unable to keep that alive. First point for the Bruins.
Again, the Tritons a little out of system with that pass there, but just a good offensive play and an attack by Kuczynski.
Jensen now back to serve. Good serve there, catches McCauley off. Shannon does an excellent job just to get there, and Wyatt Harrison finds the pocket.
That's a big thing, getting just a couple of those plays going your way. Great serve again by Jensen, and Triton's fortunate to get a kill there.
Harrison now to serve. Touches the tape, kept alive by the Bruins. Far side. Off the tape, drops in. Triton's point, I'm not even sure. I'm looking, Ricky. Did someone get a hand to that?
I think it hit the tape, not sure. Here we go. Yeah, off the
just
tape.
hit the tape. Harrison, big serve. Now Bruins right in front. Harrison keeps it alive. Lou calls him off. McCauley comes in, down the line. Kyle McCauley.
McCauley with a great turn down the line from 8 feet off the net there and really putting the pressure on the line digger, the setter in the back row. Jensen couldn't control it.
Didn't have much room to work with. 3 blockers going up, still got it. Harrison the serve. That's near me, Ricky. That's an ace, Wyatt Harrison. Triton starting off this second set the same way they did. John Spraw, timeout taken once more by UCLA. So we'll step aside here early in the second set. Triton's doing the same thing they did in the Welcome back inside Remac Arena. Triton's not just making this a one-set thing and they play it well, Ricky. Coming out here in the second set, 4-1 leading. Good serving from Wyatt Harrison.
Yeah, again, just putting the pressure on him on the service line.
Harrison once more sends it high. Big serve dealt with this time by the Bruins right in front. Sent out of play. Passing not really working well for the Bruins.
Yeah, you see the Bruins are passing off the net there and unable to get the middle attack going. You see it all again. There's only been really one connection in the middle that I remember, and that was on a free ball that they had that perfect pass. Now a new setter coming in.
Coburn checks in. 5-1 here in the second. Harrison sends it up. That'll go to the Tritons. That'll be put down by Kyle McCauley. It is all UC San Diego here in the second.
That's an interesting thing about the setting is because when you have a 6'10 setter, he's up so high, sometimes it is hard to connect with that.
Harrison, another good serve. Far side coming in off the fingertips. Walbrecht does an excellent job. Lou over. Kept alive by the Bruins. Far side, couple Tritons get up there. Shane Bennett with the block.
Great tight block on the outside by Colin Shannon, and Shane Bennett's making a good move into the angle, gets it with his left hand. Point for the Tritons.
All the UCLA bench can do is watch. They've already spent one timeout as that serve runs out of play. Can only do the timeout trick every once in a while, right, Ricky? You can't keep calling them and stopping runs. That stops the run. 7-2. Tritons lead here in the second. Long look now. Sent over, touches the tape. Lou drops down. Walbrecht right in front. Shane Bennett. 8-2.
Shane Bennett has been big for the Tritons all year, and anytime that they get those passes to give him the ball, it's a great option. You saw almost blocked there, but turned it just outside that left hand.
Bennett's floating serve. That drops down, causes some problems. That's easy. Just put down about the easiest point he's going to get. Colin Shannon.
You see the Tritons are going after the freshman, Alex Knight, getting subbed out here now. Cole Johnson coming in for the all-star freshman.
Shane Bennett, another floating serve, another problem being caused. Bruins will play it from the back. I'm not sure that got over. No, it did not, Ricky. 10-2. And finally, a timeout will be taken, Ricky. This is pretty remarkable here in the second set after serve well, and even Shane Bennett's with the floating serve right now causing some problems.
Yeah, you see they only have 2 aces, and the Bruins have 2 aces as well, but just getting in trouble with those passes. They haven't been aces, but they've been bad passes off of them.
Bruins do well with that floating serve. Harrison able to get there. That's put down. Let's see. Bruins point.
Colin Shannon went into the net trying to block that overpass again. You see that? We saw that early in the first set where the ball gets passed over and you're running forward to block. Sometimes you can't stop your momentum.
Would have been interesting had he not gotten into the net what that call would have been. Ball was close to the line. Harrison with it. Ooh, doesn't do well with that. And then once again, Bruins point.
Overpass almost saved by Walbrecht there, but any part of that ball is on the net, the blocker is allowed to block it. And if you're a back row player, it's an automatic back row attack.
So 2-0 run out of the timeout makes it a 10-4 match, but that runs into the net. 11-4 Tritons lead. It's the benefit of getting up early here, Ricky. You got some points you can, you can struggle a bit and you're still up 5 or 6.
You can take a couple of those tough ace serves that they're going to give you. You know they're coming.
Shannon back to serve, 11-4. Big serve, Colin Shannon with an ace. It is all Tritons.
Well, we've seen this all season so far from Colin Shannon. He is not letting up on his serve and just going for it right between the passers.
Couldn't have put it in a better place. Colin Shannon. 12-4 Triton's lead here in the second. Already up one set. Shannon a little too big there, but like you said, Ricky, you'll take that. You'll take an ace and one out.
Absolutely. And again, a good hard swing just hit off his hand a little bit there, but you want to see them at least going for it.
Chinsky back to serve. Soft there, serve from Chinsky, but Logan Clark right there. Good passing, sends it down.
Which is, you've seen the difference on the Triton side and the Bruin side. That play again from off the net, about 12 feet. And Walbrick setting a gap set and throwdown worked for the Tritons, and it hasn't worked for the Bruins so far.
McCauley with a good serve. Bruins retreating. They'll go far side. Off the tape. Great dig there by Lou. Now coming. Shannon pokes it on over. Gets it in. Triton's point.
You see the Bruins looking at each other just a little confused right now. I see a tip going down from a D set in the back row. You don't often see tips going in the men's game, especially against the libero in the back row.
McCauley with a big serve. Touches the tape. Right in front. Never got over. 15-5. It's all working for UC San Diego.
Another quick set, unable to attack, and you're just wondering how much are they missing Jimma right now. Yeah. You know, he was their main middle attacker. They're getting nothing out of the middles.
McCauley with it. Big serve. Holy smokes, Ricky. Ace. Kyle McCauley.
That had some smoke on it. Not a lot of spin. Flat. Just eating up the passer.
Alex Knight will check back in. Sprawl trying everything. In, out, in, out.
Who can pass right now? Who can they get to pass?
16-5, McCauley with it. Another big serve, another problem. Far side. Shannon. Walbrecht running around. Kyle McCauley unable to get that over. Could see what they were doing.
Yeah, the set may have been just a little bit too far off the net. It's like a perfect set is how far they can broad jump without going over and as far as they can. And that one he had to let up just a little bit.
16-6, Bruins back to serve. Alex Knight. High toss from Knight. Good serve. Lou with it. Walbrecht. Now Wyatt Harrison. That actually hits the foot. Out of play. Wyatt Harrison.
Wyatt with his 6th kill, a nice hit down the line, but I really like that pass by Ryan Liu. Wow, what a serve to his left side, and he dove and passed it perfectly. See that ball bounce right off the toe.
Logan Clark back to serve. Triton's lead, 17-6, floating serve. Sent right near the net. Far side, Walbrecht tries to get to it, unable to. And you can just see right now, even with that side out for UCLA, the Tritons regroup, get right back to it. They have a lot of confidence.
Well, you have this big of a lead, 10 points. You know, a couple of kills like that, you're not worried. It's when they get 4 or 5 in a row that all of a sudden you're thinking about it.
McCauley, Walbrecht right in front. Big block by the Bruins, kept alive. Harrison comes in, goes cross court, drops it in there. Wyatt Harrison playing excellent so far in this match.
7th kill, really nice turn away from the body against that one blocker, getting it right over the defender's shoulder.
Walbrecht back to serve. Into the net.
I think at this point of the set, you're going to see every server going for it on the Trident side. If you can just keep siding out, you can miss as many as you want right now.
Coburn back to serve. High toss from Coburn. Big serve, but out of play. Just right now over on that Bruins bench, Ricky, nothing really working.
Yeah, and you can see Sparrod just shaking his head a couple of times going, what's going on here?
Harrison with it. Just out of play. And you know, Ricky, sometimes, right, your coach, you're trying to make it work. Sometimes you just sit there and say, it's not much I can do.
Yeah, and in the men's game, you don't have a lot of substitutions, so you can't just keep subbing people out. You have to ride with what you have sometimes.
Touches the tape, Lou, able to get it there. Far side coming in off the block, Colin Shannon. 20-9, Triton's lead.
Well, you got Kyle McCauley, Wyatt Harrison, and Colin Shannon just kill for kill for kill. 7 for McCauley, 7 for Harrison, and now 6 for Colin Shannon.
Berkeley Miesfeld checks in. Lefty sends it up and drops it in there. Berkeley Miesfeld checks in, gets an ace. Why not?
The lefty serve right in the seam again, just causing all sorts of problems for the Bruin passers hitting those seam balls.
Once more, Miesfeld doesn't make solid contact, but gets it in, coming from the back, able to get the kill.
It's just you're seeing they're not consistently siding out, and that's not a thing you usually see from the Bruins. And I think, again, it's all coming with passing and just being out of system. We haven't seen any where the ball is off the net that the middle gets going, so the Triton block is just able to key on some plays.
21-10. Tritons lead here in the second. Long look, toss from the back, into the net. 22-10.
The serving sub working for the Tritons and not working for the Bruins right now.
It just seems like sometimes everything goes your way, and if you're the Bruins, nothing can go your way right now. You've already used your 2 timeouts, trying to make subs. Colin Shannon now with it. Into the net.
Well, I said if they keep siding out, they can keep missing their serves, and they have been. The Bruins are also missing their serves, so it's making it a little bit easier on the Tritons here.
Kaczynski back to serve once more. Touches the tape. Harrison, that'll get right near. That serve from Kaczynski set up that kill.
Straight over pass there, easy kill in the front row. As you take those all day long.
22-12, Tritons lead by 10. Another good serve. Harrison does well with it, coming on in. Big block at the net by the Bruins. Playing a little more like UCLA here, Ricky.
Yeah, Matt Younger in first with that overpass kill, and then a nice stuff block on the inside rip set. Oh, looked like actually Cobrine got that as well.
Looked over at Kevin Ring. It looked like he was going to go one more point and then call a timeout. Going to let one more go. Walbrecht. McCauley comes in, kept alive by the Tritons. Now Shannon comes in, sends it out of play. And let's see. Any touch, no touch. Kevin gets out of his seat. No timeout, it looks like, just telling his team.
Telling the team, hey, we got one more. You do one more,
Yeah.
You're for sure getting a timeout.
This is the benefit
Maybe you're
to get the
coming out.
lead. Yeah, exactly. 22-14. If you're the Bruins, you're just trying to get some momentum. I mean, even if you're not winning this set, to send it into the third.
Exactly.
Kaczynski once more back to serve. Out of play.
It's almost like if you have that big of a lead, you know that the server is going to miss a serve at some point in time in the men's game. It just happens.
23-14. McCauley back to serve. Bruins with it, near side. Now they'll go cross court. Shannon with it right near the net. Plus down. Walbrecht tried to go for a big block. Youngren read that.
Younger with another stuff block there. Tough play, though. Dig right on top of the net. You see the two-handed attempt there by Walbrecht. No chance.
Knight back to serve. Lou does an excellent job. Let's see, that goes right back to the Tritons. Now they'll reset. Lou over to Harrison, comes in, cross court. Wyatt Harrison plays it down. Set point, UC San Diego looking for a 2-set lead.
Harrison has that nice high cross court in the corner over the triple block. Probably the smallest one out there. Matuatia is only 6'5". Smallest person
right.
out there.
Only. Bryce Curtis in to serve. Good serve by Curtis. Now UCLA will go far side. Coming in. Curtis able to get there. Hits off the referee.
Well, the Tritons have lots of attempts here to get this side out. You see the double sub by Coach Ring, putting in Blake Crisp to set.
Interesting substitution here, 24-16.
Single sub. Walbrick is staying in on the right side to hit.
Youngren serve, floating serve. Crisp will set it. He'll go to Wyatt Harrison. Great dig by the Bruins. Far side now coming in. Placed down. Crisp unable to get there.
Wow, what a dig by Kraczynski there.
Yeah, that looked like set over.
Wyatt Harrison cranked that down the line. He passed it perfectly.
Harrison, Crisp, far side. Walbrecht tries to place it down. Bruins all over the court. Crisp, Walbrecht, Wyatt Harrison. Reset once more. Blake Crisp from the back. Put down. Kyle McCauley gives the Tritons a 2-set lead here. How about this? 25-17. We'll step aside as you see Kyle McCauley end it. Here in the second, we'll head into the third. Tritons lead 2-0.
We train, we fight, we win.
Back here, Remack Arena. UC San Diego leads 2-0. And what is quite the surprise here early on, but Ricky, like we said, it's 2-0. This is a UCLA team that's already won a match in 5 sets, and you know they can turn it on once they start rolling.
Yeah, you know they can turn it on, but it was just a different situation their last 5-set match. They won the first 2 sets. Tonight, losing the first 2 sets, it's going to be interesting to see how they come out. And, you know, like we talked about, they have so many freshmen on the floor. How are they going to respond to this type of situation?
This could be a huge victory for UC San Diego, one of the biggest in the last few years. This is a team that's receiving some votes on the outside, but you'd have to think a victory like this could propel them into that top 15. Teams have switched sides. UCLA will work from right to left like they did in the first set. 2-0, Tritons lead. Kyle McCauley, Connor Walbrecht, Wyatt Harrison. Bruins point.
Hit right into the antenna there. You saw a nice set by Walbrecht, giving him a good one-on-one opportunity. And Wyatt just turning it too much line into the antenna.
Youngren back to serve. 1-0 Bruins lead. McCauley, Walbrecht, Shane Bennett. Passing was a little off there, Ricky, but did a good enough job.
Good. Actually, really almost an overpass that you can see Walbrecht going up and getting. And what a cross-body turn there by Shane Bennett.
Even at 1, it's been the serving success for the Tritons, and right there, Walbrecht sends it into the net.
Well, the Tritons definitely have to keep going for those serves in this set, and I think even if you come up short in this set, but you're still going for it the whole time.
You can't get conservative now. You got to go for it. It's what's provided the success, and you look at that second set, 25-17, and it may not have even been that close. It was all Tritons. Lou does a good job to get there. Walbrecht sets it to Harrison. Wyatt Harrison played fantastic here tonight.
Yeah, and another good set by Walbrecht there, going against the flow, away from the way he was running to, and gets the 9th kill for Harrison.
Even at 2, Harrison back to serve. Good serve from Wyatt. That'll get to the Triton side. Shane Bennett just whacks it down.
Another great serve by Harrison, and this one doesn't go into the stats as an ace, but again, you like to see that maybe as an assist, giving that overpass, easy kill for Shane Bennett.
Seen that lots of times here tonight. Harrison, that one touches the tape, bounces over. Now Bruins come in, big block. Ooh. McCauley unable to get to it. Tritons were pumped, thought they had the block, but unable to get there.
Oh my gosh, that is so frustrating. As a blocker, he absolutely roofed him one-on-one, and it bounced off his shoulder or arm, I don't know what, back over the net and down for the point.
Even at 3, touches the tape. Walbrecht does a good awareness to get to it. McCauley, big block by the Bruins. Couple of them getting up there.
2-point turnaround from absolutely stuffing the guy on the other side to getting stuffed on your side by a big triple block of the Bruins.
Bruins back in front. Touches the tape once more. Bennett drops down. Shannon just pops it on over. Bruins now playing with a little more energy. Shannon sends it up. Walbrecht. McCauley gets under it, sends it out of play.
Tritons need to just take a breath here and calm down, get back into doing what they're doing. They've just made a couple of errors. You see that set dying a little bit inside. Tough to hit for McCauley, and punches it out of bounds.
Big serve by the Bruins. Now Walbrecht right in front. Dug out off the chest, in fact. Now coming back with it. Poked over. Walbrecht. Lou. Shannon. Once more the Bruins. McCauley pokes it over. Bruins all over the court right now. A lot more energy. Outside, Lou unable to get to it. 6-3, a little more what we're used to seeing here, Ricky.
Yeah, we see a new player in there, Kevin Cobrine, on the right side, hitting a nice high shot off the top of the block. It seemed like that set was fairly tight to the net, but he just elevated to go over the top.
6-3 UCLA leads here in the third set. Going to have to make their way all the way back in this match if they want to win it. Harrison gets it. Walbrecht now. Shannon comes in. It's over towards us here, Ricky. Crashing into the table, unable to get it over. Good effort, but Tritons come away with the point.
That time Coburn hitting it in the net. Tough ball to hit again, coming all the way from the opposite side of the court. It's much harder to hit usually with your right hand with the ball coming over than it would be for a left-hander over there.
Bennett's floating serve from the back coming on in. Seeing a little better passing here by the Bruins.
Yeah, and a nice tempo set on the Bick there by Jensen, just right off the top of that quick hitter. I'm not sure if the Tritons are really committing anything on the quicks because they haven't been working, but man, you add in that big set, that's going to get the offense going.
Matheny back to serve. McCauley, Walbrecht right on back to McCauley. Woo! How about that? See a couple big old heads of Kyle McCauley over there that the fans have brought.
Nice cross-court hit there inside the one blocker. Unable to touch that thing.
Shannon serve up and over, far side. Battle at the net, Tritons come away with the point.
Another tight set there by Jensen that had to be just tapped into the block. Couldn't make the second play on it, ended up lifting the ball.
Shannon back to serve. Coming near side, Shannon does a great job. Logan Clark just pokes it up. Bruins will reset it. Now coming in. Ooh, unable to get to it.
Well, you don't see a lot of that, just the play so close to the net on the men's side. Usually you want that ball pretty far off. Those things are going just a foot off the net. Block has its play at those, but just unable to get it from Walbrecht.
Kevin Coburn back to serve. Good serve. Walbrecht with it right in front. McCauley comes in. Kyle McCauley picking it up where he left off in the second set.
You can see it again, even with the Bruins kind of keying on the outside. They sent the left side blocker with the middle to double block McCauley, but still got the kill.
Big serve from McCauley. Shannon. Walbrecht. Harrison. Kept alive by the Bruins. Now near side coming in. Big block. Kept alive once more. Far side. Poked over. Lou with it. Tritons will have a chance. Walbrecht right in front. Logan Clark puts it down.
Another throw down from the middle from Logan Clark there. Not able to swing at that ball, but nice job of just tapping it right in front of the defensive player.
Even at 8, Tritons battle back to even this match up. McCauley once again back to serve. Big serve near the net. Coming in near side. Big one-on-one block. Connor Walbrecht, the bench is going crazy, Ricky.
Well, you saw a couple of those sets a little bit tight. That one, a really nice go set, one-on-one with Walbrecht. Huge move into the angle. That ball bounced almost faster than he hit it.
McCauley again back to serve, touches the tape. That'll go near the net. Walbrecht, Lou, Harrison plays it over. Bruins will reset, coming on in. Ooh, Colin Shannon caught one off the chest.
There you go. You see the 6'10" Jensen, the left hand being able to hit a ball, really a pass, not even that close to the net, taking a full swing with no block up.
Little delay here as there's some sweat on the court. Even at 9, back and forth affair. You know, Ricky, we keep waiting. We keep thinking, oh, the Bruins are going to make some run. They're going to play like the number 3 team in the nation. They're playing better. Triton's matching them stride for stride here in the third.
I really think that's it. Anytime that they have done some good things, the Tritons have answered.
Knight back to serve now, even at 9. Long look from Alex Knight. Now comes set and deals. Out of play. Ten-9. Logan Clark. Cauley unable to keep it alive.
Looks like Jensen's getting more and more offensive right now, thinking that that's going to open things up for the hitters as well, and especially the middles. If the outside blockers start jumping with that a little bit, boy, watch out for the other players.
Youngren, serve over. Walbrecht right in front. Shane Bennett. Excellent job by Walbrecht to get it to Bennett. Well done by Bennett.
And you saw another cross body, almost a hybrid throw-down hit there with some pace to the corner. Tough ball to get.
11-10. See, can a Triton get there? McCauley does an excellent job. Walbrecht now sent on over. Defense for the Tritons now. Walbrecht, Lou, Wyatt Harrison comes in, drops it in the back corner. Wyatt Harrison drops it on in there. And let's see, I think we're going to get a challenge. Yes, we will, Ricky. Let's see.
Oh, tough to see. Looked pretty in on this angle, but what a play by McCauley, diving for that ball out of the back row, turned and ran it down, giving the opportunity for the Tritons.
This is going to be tough. This is that back corner. We've seen this often. This is new this year inside Remac Arena. Go play. 13-10 Tritons lead. Looked over at John Sproutt, his hand in his face in his hand. He can just watch.
Yeah, and I think this is where the young team is showing up right now.
Albrecht tried to go for it, unable to keep it in. 13-11.
Just out of bounds. You can see that one on the replay. Huh?
That's right. You can get that one right. Jensen back to serve. The big old lefty from Denmark. 6'10 freshman. Good job from McCauley to get to it. Harrison comes in, drops it in the back corner. Wyatt Harrison has been excellent tonight, Ricky.
Well, and we keep talking about McCauley and Harrison on the outside, and they've just been battling back and forth. 11 kills each now for them. Both doing an excellent job.
Wyatt Harrison back to serve. Put down by the Bruins. Bruins are passing well. Passing much better here in the third set. Still trailing.
See a nice cross-court turn there, cross body. One-on-one blocker. Defense is a little too shallow there.
Bruins come back with it. That serve out of play. And that will take us to immediate timeout. Third set. Tritons lead 2-0, leading here in the third, 15-12. Welcome back inside RE/MAC Arena. 15-12 Tritons lead here in the third, already up 2 sets. Are you a fan of college basketball? The Tritons will be hosting the final CCAA championships of their Division II era this March right here in RE/MAC Arena. For information, visit UCSDTritons.com today. That's always a fun tournament. Get to see some of the best teams in Division II. 15-12, Tritons lead. Berkeley Miesfeld, who came in last set and got an ace, checks in to serve. Good serve near the net now. Bruins coming on in. Miesfeld, Walbrecht. Now McCauley tries to go cross court, read by the Bruins. Near side, big block. Colin Shannon out of the media timeout. Tritons get the point.
Again, it's just looking like those sets are too tight, and you see Colin Shannon reaching over and getting that left hand in the seam, nowhere to go.
16-12, Miesfeld, another good serve. This time, Bruins come on in. Let's see, any touch? No touch. Bruins upset on that. Might see another challenge. Sprawl gets up, raises the green card, and here it is.
Boy, we're going to need super slow-mo to see that touch. Ball hit hard out of bounds.
Bruins seemed very confident in that there was a touch. And again, I mean, this is a big point. 17-12 starts to get the set creeping away. Let's see. Ooh.
I don't think you can overturn that again.
I don't think so. That's what let's see. You see Logan Clark's right hand get up there, and I don't know. I don't see enough to think. I'm telling you, these replays make it more confusing, Ricky.
I know. Your guess is as good as mine
exactly.
on that.
Well, it'll either be a 16-13 Triton lead or a 17-12 Tritons lead. And this is a Tritons team that took the first set 25-22, took the second set 25-17. Ricky, it would be an upset if the Tritons won in 4 or 5 sets, but much less straight sets like this. I mean, this is something we just didn't expect here tonight.
Not at all. And like you said, in that second set, they won convincingly. Yeah. I don't know if it was as close as the score was in 25-17. It seemed like it was even worse than that. So this would be a huge upset for the Tritons, and they would be feeling a lot of confidence after this match.
Certainly would. They'd be 3-1, 2 victories against ranked teams, and 1 loss to Lewis, who's a very good team as well. And this is all playing into the confidence as we look at the replay once more. I don't know. That's my prognosis, Ricky.
I mean, you're trying to see if the hand is moving back, but it's blurry to me on the whole shot. Each frame is blurry, so you can't really tell. Interesting on the Bruins side is they put in a new libero. Cole Power is now in there passing in the libero for the Bruins. You saw the passing being a problem, so Coach Sparrott making that change.
And looking at the Tritons Big West standings, obviously haven't played any conference matches so far, but it seems like, Ricky, Hawaii is the team to beat this year.
Yeah, Hawaii is loaded, even though they lost their setter from last year, who was phenomenal. Supposedly they have another freshman who came in and is excellent as well, along with a lot of their other players around him.
Inconclusive is the call. So I guess we were kind of right, Ricky. We said we didn't know.
Yeah.
So that's good enough. Tritons point, 17-12. Miesfeld back to serve. Big serve from Berkeley. Sent high into the air. Far side, played over. Shannon just pokes it over. Once more, played down, a little sloppy play. Bruins point.
Wow, the Bruins fortunate again with another trap set there, unable to swing and getting a throwdown kill on that tight set with this another sloppy play and then a dump with the left hand.
Daniel Matheny back to serve. Tritons lead by 4. Soft serve over. Now Walbrecht, far side. Big block, but out of play. McCauley will take it.
McCauley, master of that tool, hitting that end blocker and hitting it just out of bounds, using that right hand of the blocker.
Kyle McCauley has 11 kills. Wyatt Harrison has 11 kills. Colin Shannon back to serve. He's got 6 of his own. Down the line, Colin Shannon with an ace.
That is a big serve right there to give them the 19th point right down the line. Unable to move for that ball with that heat on it.
It is getting late here inside RE/MAC Arena, and the Tritons are leading 2-0, leading 19-13. You can't overstate how big a victory this would be.
I mean, that obviously is a huge loss for them because he's their go-to player. He's in the middle and doesn't get a ton of sets, but, you know, he's spectacular and they feed off of him.
19-13, Colin Shannon just had an ace, sends it in the sky. Big serve once again. Now far side coming in, Wyatt Harrison unable to get to that as that works its way into the crowd.
Coburn with another kill on the right side. He's been getting those trap sets. That one was perfect for him, and when he can get that set, he can go right over the top.
Back against the wall for the Bruins. Have got one more run left in them. Lou with it, Walbrecht, Logan Clark with the kill. 5 points away.
Nice back one set there, all made possible by Ryan Liu making a perfect pass off the jump serve. Late block up, easy kill.
Macaulay back to serve once more, into the net.
It's funny, we're kind of at that point where they're going to go for their serves, but you can't miss every serve right now. You know that the Bruins are going to bring some pressure at the end of this set.
20-15. Knight serve up and over. Lou Walbrecht does a good job just to get to it, or try to get to it, but unable to. 20-16, and there's an ace.
Yeah, the Bruins are still right in this set. I mean, up by 4 points right now. That can easily be a race with their serving.
Knight back to serve once more. Out of play. And that's the thing, Ricky. Once you start to see, okay, hey, a couple aces here, you get back in, but they've never really gotten that going.
Yeah, and again, another service error to just end any kind of run that they might have had.
Bryce Curtis checks in. Tritons leading by 5. They've done it all here tonight. Passed well. Served well. Curtis checks in. Good serve by Bryce. Near side coming in. Big block, Connor Walbrecht. He's been fantastic on the defensive end.
What a great move into the angle by Walbrecht there. Again, pretty much a one-on-one block. You see Shane Bennett's late getting out there and Walbrecht taking a big step inside and reaching that left hand to get it on the angle.
Well, this is it for the Bruins. Timeout taken over on the UCLA sidelines. They're out of timeouts. They're down 6, Ricky. March 27th and 28th. Ricky, I know you put your tickets. You said you were available to do that match.
I can do that. Can you go too?
Yeah, you know what? If that works. 22-17, Tritons lead. Shannon, Walbrecht, Collie coming on in. Floating through the air, sends it down.
Macaulay has been clutch for the Tritons all season long so far, and a good choice by Walbrecht to give him the ball in that situation.
Walbrecht takes something off that serve. Far side coming in. Running on over. Some frustration taken out there, Ricky.
Coburn crushed that ball. You see him flying through. Oh, he walked under the net.
He's about onto the Tritons bench. Definitely some frustration taken out. 23-18, good serve there. Walbrecht with it, Shane Bennett. Let's see, can the Bruins get there? Excellent job to get up and get to it. Lou with it, Walbrecht. Now, Wyatt Harrison tipped off, reset. Macaulay comes on in. Great job by the Bruins. Far side coming in. Right near the net once more. Excellent rally here. Lou, Harrison kept alive. Bruins will reset it. Near side. Once more played down. Excellent point. Great job on both sides.
Wow, the Tritons would have loved to have that one, but you know, right now, again, you just got a side out. You're going to get the chances. You saw that tooling a block that wasn't well formed. It wasn't a great hit, but the block just wasn't formed well on that ball.
23-19.
So now it's Coach Ring's turn to call the timeout and come up with a side-out play for the Tritons. We saw McCauley get set in the back row, which was a good option. He's got Wyatt on the right side, and this is a rotation that can be tough because you got Colin Shannon on the left, which is more a right side hitter, so it might be tough here.
Tritons return to Remac Arena January 28th when they host Princeton at 7 o'clock. First serve is right at 7. Just like I said, if you can't make it out, the match will be streamed exclusively on ESPN3. Links to the ticket information are available at UCSD.com. 6 o'clock. I'm reading 7. Ricky, if you show up at 7, the match might be over. What is this stat here, Ricky?
I'm going to take a little thunder from you, Miles.
Please.
So in 2012 was the last time the Tritons beat UCLA 3-1. It was March 30th of 2012.
Wow, so almost 8 years ago. How about that?
I'd be willing to bet that they haven't beat them 3-0 ever. I'm not sure about that, but I'd probably bet my house on that.
Yeah, like we said, we thought, okay, if the Tritons are to win this, it's going to be some 5-set epic, back and forth. Bruins will make some runs. I don't think we envisioned something like this. Tritons 2 points away from taking this in straight sets. Bruins back to serve. It'll be Kuyensen back. Lefty sends it up in the air. Big serve, Harrison digs it out. Walbrecht, now McCauley. Kyle McCauley gives the Tritons match point.
Great play by both outsides there. Harrison making a nice pass on that tough jump serve by Jensen. And who do you go to? McCauley. Get the tool off the block out of that Bick.
Match point, UC San Diego. Wyatt Harrison sends it into the net.
Wyatt frustrated, he didn't give himself the good toss there. Really wanted to go for that to end that match. Would have been awesome.
Still some room to work with. 24-20. UCLA now back to serve. Once again, match point.
You got to give it to McCauley, don't you?
That's near the Tritons. Let's see, that'll get out of play. 24-21. You think they got to go to McCauley?
I would say so. You have him on the outside. He's been on fire. You got a couple of chances here. I might just feed him every time.
Back-to-back points for the Bruins. Tritons can sense it here. That serve in. Lou with it. Walbrecht right in front. Shane Bennett ends it. Straight set victory. Tritons over UCLA. Come pouring out of the bench. A big victory. You see it on the emotions. You see it on the faces, Ricky.
Wow, they have been waiting for that a long time. I know Coach Ring sure has. It's been a while since they've had any kind of upset like that. We've seen them so many times be in games and just losing it at the end. They put it all together tonight.
Fantastic job. Like we said, Ricky, yeah, we've seen times they play a good set. They play a couple of good sets, in fact. Had trouble last year putting it all together in a match. No trouble here tonight. Even when the Bruins put some pressure on them, they responded well.
Yeah, and I think that this was a case of really them making the Bruins not look good. It wasn't like the Bruins just played terrible. It seemed like the Tritons played well, so well that they made them look